Hello, my Pisces. Welcome to your general reading for October 1st through the 15th. This is your bi-weekly energy update. And welcome. Watch and listen if you are a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter Piscean. Or you're watching for a Pisces who is in one of those placements. So welcome, welcome, welcome. It is harvest season and we're in fall. By the time we get to this energy, we've officially are physically in a new season, thus and such. We are in a new season financially and in our careers and in purpose. So I have a spread today. And thank you for joining me with my morning coffee. Okay, if you hear any noises in the background, excuse. It is, my fellow Maltese. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Straight out the gate, Pisces, I feel that this period is going to allow you to have a straightforward, clear, definitive ending in some resource of your personal income. So this is going to be a very touchy subject for the Pisceans, not triggering in a sense. It's more so there's a level of anxiety that's triggered, not necessarily anger. And I feel the anxiety here is building up, is creating almost like a sense of lack, a lack of money, lack of finances. And, one could argue, does the anxiety create the lack or does the lack create the anxiety? And it's almost like I see you in this vicious cycle, or cyclone, like almost like a tornado, a whirlwind of emotions, feelings, moods that are totally related to your finances and the financial picture and your paycheck. What money that and profits are yours at the end of the day. And that is, your sense of abundance does affect. It is something that is a part of your chakras that need to be balanced because it's causing you to not be able to get the truth of the matter and to get you're not able to see. You're not able to fully comprehend and gain the perspective that's needed in order to attain the money that you're looking for. I sense that abundance is the ultimate goal here. You're coming in very stable. So this is about you, either you as a company, you as a manager or managing your resources, you just coming in, having a lot of assets in control, in financial control. And, you're needing to assert a process and assert a certain system within your kingdom. I do see that. So there are endings. During this time in October, there may be several endings to significant partnerships, significant contracts, that has previously sustained you, but now it's no longer working for you. And if we're honest with our emotions and if we're honest with ourselves, certain circumstances work-wise are no longer working. Certain things that are going on with your money are outdated for you and are no longer working. And I do feel here that there is a sensitivity even speaking about this because, again, money is personal. So this is personal. This is about, your goals and what you need to achieve and your purpose. It's extremely, extremely personal. I see you having if you're not entering into October during this time already with this on the table, possibly already going through a state, coming out of the full moon energy that you just experienced in September, you know, straight up in your sign. This is something to do about you and your, you know, so I do see possibly some Pisces lost employment, lost an important contract, possibly lost a home, lost a relationship. But the Holy Spirit wants me to let you know that it's seemingly like you lost it, but it's not a total loss here. So change the perspective in which you are looking at your situation, because this is now a new opportunity to reanalyze your finances. This is now a new opportunity to be, you know, crystal clear. Notebook, piece of paper, random copy paper, pen, pencil, crayon, marker, Sharpie, you know, Expo, whatever you need to do to write out a list of your, you know, debts, what you owe on a monthly basis, and what you are bringing in for the rest of the year. And do so. I see you doing that in October, November, December. I see some of the Pisceans going in development with taxes and going back to the IRS, and instead of looking at it as something you may have been afraid to do, you're taking the bull by the horn and making some extreme life decisions here and stepping up to the plate. And that's what September really was about for you. So you're coming into October with that energy and refreshing your income by ways of the new moon that comes in, you know, right in the beginning of October in Aries. With this new opportunity that you're I see that you already know what this new opportunity is. You may be keeping it to yourself, but your problem is solved with this. Your problem is completely resolved with this new opportunity. So how do you, how do you sustain until then? That's the key. So I see you making a new decision, that you come into your power and you no longer feel deterred or paused at an impasse, because materially you may not be okay today, but you will be tomorrow. I don't know who needed to hear that. You will be. It's coming for you. There's a blessing here that's coming for you. But there first needs to be an ending and a whole cycle that closes out so your finances can flow. And some of you all have dealt with this maybe 10, 20, 21. It's a 21-year cycle. Some of you all, it could just break down to a 3-year cycle within your finances. But there's a resolution that comes. There's a weight that's lifted off your shoulders. And some of you all are, you have dependence on you. And that is the reason why your finances are dragged down and low. And if you're honest with yourself, your kindness has been, what's the word? Overcompensated. I hear overcompensation. So it has put you in a predicament. Where you are having to, say enough is enough. And you're having to know when to put first things first. Your emotional balance is directly related to your money and what money is coming in to you. What are you doing to enable the money to come into you? I see here that some of our Pisceans will be attending or giving speeches as part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to serving in this way. Be open to learning in this way. Because it's getting to a point where there needs to be a creativity around how you make money. I mean, and I don't want to say it's getting to a point. That point is here. We're at that bridge. So let me be clear. there are several ways to diversify your portfolio of services. And for the entrepreneur, I see that part of your code, the code and the key to solving this is to know that every problem has a solution, and it's your job as a king or a queen to lead your mission in executing that solution. So Mars energy is very key here. What relationships do you have? What advocates and administrators do you have implemented in your business? And are they functioning at key functionality? Are they functioning at high functionality? Who is advocating to you or through you? I see some of you all are getting educated overseas. I see there's travel within your education, so it may be state to state, country to country. If you're listening international, welcome. But you're embarking on this new change in your career that's bringing the abundance. And trust me, it's currently happening for you. The shift is currently happening. Keep an eye out on what you're nurturing and who you're nurturing and which relationships are able to nurture you during this time. So we're reading from Leadership Promises for Your Week by John C. Maxwell. And so what comes up for Pisces during this time in your biweekly is the advice here is to create a strong inner circle. So again, what are you nurturing? Who are you nurturing? Which relationships are going to help you to solve the problem? Because every problem has a solution. So which relationship is going to assist you? You have all the energy. I'm sorry, energy came out, but really I was going to say all the entities, all the components to make it work. There are several responsibilities in order for you to resolve this ending. This isn't all work and no play. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You need to have advocacy, someone who is going to be aligning with greater good for the whole situation. Someone that's resourceful, someone that is idealistic. This is an Aquarian energy to me, but it doesn't have to be. Aquarians are ruled by Saturn and Uranus. So there is a level of, seriousness that they have with their aspirations and their goals. And there are several, I see, familial burdens that are happening here. And it may be coming to an end or coming to a balance in which your work and your family balance in relation to your finances are coming to a head. There's a new beginning there. So creating a strong inner circle. 1 Chronicles 11 and verse 10. Now these were the heads of mighty men whom David had, who strengthened themselves with him in his kingdom, with all Israel to make him king, according to the word of the Lord concerning Israel. You need a strong inner circle to step into this king energy. You may be in king energy where you powerfully lead your mission and you're powerful and courageous and decisive and sovereign, but your team members have to be equally as courageous as you are. Okay? So key dates here are October the 14th, the 5th, 11th, the 2nd, the 10th, and the 9th. So I'm going to continue this on to the other side. We're out of time, but we're not out of information. I'm going to give you the keys to creating a strong inner circle. I want to go into the promise that God has for you in this season, in this time of harvest, as you're embarking on a change, as you're possibly going into these new ventures and you have new opportunities to make a different type of coin. And I really want to advocate for you. So if you would like to join us, please shoot out an email to spiritualquietstorm@gmail.com, and you can visit the website at spiritualquietstorm.com. Happy harvest, and we'll continue this on the other side.